What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Don Illuminati back with another video. Trying to kind of like get my head over the dash. Anyway, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get right to it. I want to tell people something, right? Don't allow these people to come to you any other way but with stability, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, man, we could commune with certain individuals that may not have it all the way there, but when you come to me, all right, just mind yourself who you're dealing with, okay? Because ain't nobody perfect. That's number one. We all got issues, but don't come to me with your problems, man. Come to me stable. We all got problems, right? But figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Figure out your way before you start dumping your load on others. And we can't let people do that to us either, because it's a distortion. It becomes a distortion in your energy for your day, your plans, your moves, your motives, your goals, your ambition, right? So these things are becoming affected by negative energy just being tossed out there in the air. Because even if they don't got a problem with you, right? And they can't figure out a way to make a problem with you, so what they'll do is they'll just entertain you with all the drama that they got. Every little thing. And they'll bring that to you as if you need to hear it. And you're like, dude, yo, just go figure it out. Whatever your issue is, right? I'm not God. You do not worship me, and nor would I ever have you worship me. But you're going to have to figure it out. Because I can't deal with your problems. You see what I'm saying? So at least if the people can come with a little bit of stability, then we can work with them. If they ain't coming stable, we can't work with them. Because when they come with this distortion versus clarity, you're speaking with clarity, they're speaking with distortion. It's like, how do you really get through to them? You gotta allow them to know they gotta take a breath and breathe, take a second and some peace of mind, and then bring it on as a conversation where we could more than likely talk about it, right? But the last thing that we want and we need in this life is distortion of our energy by others who are distorted because they don't know how to control themselves. Every small little slight issue throws them off the back of the wall, and it's like, dude, we are tired of fucking playing babysitter with you guys. We are tired. Nobody wants to deal with a person that whines, cries, bitches, complains all day, every day, whining, wah. It's annoying, bro. And the sad thing is a lot of adults that are pure. They have a baby mentality. They're not emotionally intelligent. Because a person who's not emotionally intelligent, you'll see their emotions all over the place, all the time. Like they cannot keep their self under control. You are a person who are out of control if you don't know how to control your fucking emotions. Sorry, man. It is what it is. Why do you think that as a man, he made us leaders, but the only ones as men that became leaders were the ones who were most stoic, right? Because they have known how to master their emotions, right? Because they don't get emotionally tied to anything. And that's how you do it. By mastering your emotions, which means you really don't have any. Because when you have them, you're gonna be human. And I know that we're human, and we're gonna have emotions. But emotions can affect your judgment. And as a leader, it's not proper for you to be overran by your emotions, if you understand what I'm saying. Which means you can have them, but they just got to be under control. Period. We know nowadays, we know women are emotional creatures. So with women, it's a little different. And it's a little understanding. It's a little understanding because of the fact that they're women. But the fact that they're still adults, they somewhat still have to be emotionally stable. You see what I'm saying? They can't be discombobulated and all over the place to where every little thing upsets them or causes drama, because the first thing they're going to do, especially if they got a man, is bring it back to you. And you're like, well, what do you want me to do about it? You feel me? And they're designed to get you and your emotions as well. So once they start blaming you, then all of a sudden they're having a bad time in life And now all of a sudden you find yourself defending yourself because now it's you. Now you're gonna have to figure out how to control your emotions because this person's already emotionally out of whack, can't control their own life, right? So now you got to deal with the babysitters club type of ish. Nobody wants to babysit no more. We too grown for that. We too old for that. We don't have the time to cater to these people's every needs. And I'm not just talking about a man and woman situation. I'm talking about any of these thetans because that's what they all do, right? They try to get around you for your light, for your logic, and then they want to become this uncontrollable thetan in your presence just so you can remind them that, number one, God don't even like us hanging around you dumbass niggas, right? That's number one. If he ain't in favor of you and what you're doing, then we're not either. You people are of Babylon. You have your Babylonian ways. You love the Babylonian structure. You love the Babylonian system. And guess what? We love the Most High. Most High told us that we were to cut you guys off, separating the wheat and the tare. And he also asked us what fellowship does light have with darkness? Because you're a fool if you even try to answer that, because there's no fellowship that light has with darkness. And the Lord Most High is trying to figure out when you're going to figure that out. So if we still allowing these people to believe that they can even be around us, you got to tell them straight to their face. Look, man, the Word of God says that people that do this, that, and the third are counted to people like this, that he's going to pour his wrath on. He's telling me if I don't cut ties with you kind, I'm going to be considered you kind. Birds of a feather flock together. Almost the same as the woman who turned back to look at, what was it, Sodom or Gomorrah, one of the places that was being destroyed. All she had to do was keep straight. Now she still had to worry about what the hell was going on with them. So now because you're still worrying about them, you turn into a pillar of salt. You trying to hang with me is going to make me a pillar of salt one day because the Lord already told me to cast you niggas away. So I asked you to get out of my presence, right? We rebuke them and everything. They do everything in their power to stay around you, right? And they try to commune with you in a civilized manner until their demonic antics start presenting themselves again, right? Now all of a sudden it's like Jack in the Box and he popping up. Okay, you want to deal with me now? It's like, dude, this Jack in the Box don't got too many times to keep popping up if you get your head popped, right? Think about it. It's a game, right? If it's popping up on you, you just want to get popped because it's playing a game. And a part of its game, it knows you get cracked over your head one of these times. You understand? So eventually, it's going to get to that point. Regardless of what you want to say or not. I ain't got to speak or elaborate on none of that. Because I know how you like to assume people are violent and all this, that, and the third. You niggas is whack. You feel me? You whack. God always needed his strong, structured men. The ones that was going to back it. He never told you that the ones he called for that job were going to be perfect, nigga. He never told you that. He never told you that. But he always made sure he put certain things that would get your ass in order, even if he had sent another demon to get your ish straight, bro. What you gonna say about it? You got nothing you gonna say. It's still his operation, no matter who or what he decided to use. Alright? So you trying to overstep your boundaries, you really not minding your business when you trying to tell me how he operating with me, through me. You understand? Because he already, man, he been with me for 41 years. Y'all niggas don't think that I know how he really operate. Y'all don't know because y'all ain't on the inside of that type of circle. Y'all wasn't called to a certain system of certain things. And you don't know how they play out. It is not the devil that showers me with the blessings in my life. It is not the devil at all. The devil doesn't have nothing to do with me, bro. He wants nothing to do with me more than he wants to do with y'all because he know I'm about the work of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It's a big difference. I ain't saying that I'm off limits and he ain't stupid to keep trying dumb shit. Cause it's every day. But he not gonna put himself in certain situations like he wanna do with a lot of y'all, right? Cause he got y'all a lot threatened in a lot of situations. He ain't trying to play that game too much with me because he know I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go, just period. And now that he know that I've been checked out by the Lord and confirmed in my spirit by the Most High himself, yo, he really aware. He's really aware of God's men, bro. The real ones. The ones that's going to take him away from his host that he love to use out here. He try to keep the people far from us, dog. That's why when we step in the room, they be afraid because they don't even know if you know who you are. They don't know. They just know that if you do, they could be in real grave danger for them because they don't know how the spirits is going to act out. It's just the spirit that's inside them that's acting all erratic and stuff because that spirit knows more than they know. But that spirit got them suckered using their body to do all this, that, and the third, but it ain't telling them you ready to bail out as soon as one of the men of the Most High show up, though. You ain't telling them that. You making them feel like they hard, running around the world, running mouth, this, that, and the third, but you ain't they ain't relaying the message, right? So these physical bodies get relayed to them later on, and then this is how all the sin is knocked out of them eventually. Proverbs 20:30, severe beating will knock all the evil out of you. I don't think that's a lie. I believe that's the truth. And I'll stick around and find out to see if it really worked that way. You heard me? That's y'all don't want to do that. He ain't leave us that for nothing for you to ignore it. It's his word. You take that and you put that part of the accountability if you saying you moving in that. I'm held accountable to those words as well. But we got people like y'all telling me back off because he don't mean it that way. We're going to show you what we mean one day. It's your boy Don Illuminati, man. Get at me. One love. Peace.